Gwen, a little bit of a change of plans.
A little bit of a change of plans, and hopefully the audio is better on this one. Talbot gave us some grief about the last video, so hopefully you guys can hear this one okay. But yeah, we've had some change in plans. So much has changed actually since my latest update. I did the grand final, and that did not go wonderfully, to say the least. It did not. I stopped breastfeeding, which was crazy, wasn't it, Patrick? I remember I came home from the pool and you're like, how was the swim? I was like, fine. And you're like, well, it doesn't seem like it was fine. And I just had like no way to explain how I was feeling. I just woke up every day for like a week?
At least.
And I just nothing brought me joy. I just was kind of going through the motions, and that was probably a really tough week for me emotionally, but I'm in the clear. My emotions, my hormones are regulated now. It's just a big change when you stop breastfeeding, and so that's why I wanted to kind of wait until I had a little break in racing. But it's kind of crazy because I could easily sleep 12 hours a night, and then I stopped breastfeeding, and now I'm waking up at like 4 a.m. wide awake because I've slept 8 hours. So I don't think I realized how much energy that was taking out of me. But that's not even the big plans we were supposed to talk about.
Right. Well, before we go into those, can you probably just reflect on the grand final and just talk about it a little bit? And you don't have to go into, too much detail, but obviously, just give us a little of your insight. It's been probably 2 or 3 weeks, and you've had some time to think about it.
Yeah. I did 3 Olympic distance races in less than a month, which I've never done in my triathlon career. I've only done one other time Olympic distance races back to back, and that was in 2011. And even after that, I called it a season. I didn't race anymore. And so just reflecting back on that month, it was a month of 3 Olympic distance races in less than a month, and I just was so emotionally and physically drained. And I showed up. I think I had a great swim. I put myself out there on the bike, and got dropped, which was pretty frustrating to say the least. I know that I was in a group with other women who the week and a half prior, some of them got dropped from the group, and I felt great riding the bike. So yeah, it was just, it was a hard pill to swallow when it was a race that there was a lot on the line. And this year has been, I guess, I just haven't really had the luxury to pick races and plan for them. And so, this is the grand final, one that I didn't find out I was on until less than 2 weeks before. So, it was not what I had hoped, but I think we've learned a lot. That those last 3 races that I did, we learned a lot about our family and how we can travel together, how we can, maximize my potential at races going forward, which I think is exciting.
All right. So you are scheduled to do what races next?
Yeah, I was so excited to do Pan American Games, and unfortunately I am not doing that anymore. I got a call from USA Triathlon, and I had asked when I qualified for Pan American Games, I clarified, I said, how many points are available? And I was told 400, so less than a World Cup, but more than a Conti Cup.
It's the same as a World Cup sprint.
Right, but it was an Olympic distance.
But it's an Olympic distance race.
And I was like, I would love to compete at 4 Team USA, at a big game, major games, so excited. And I'm really disappointed that they gave me the call and said there's actually no world triathlon points. And so I found that out, and I talked to USA Triathlon, I talked to Coach Jamie, I talked to Patrick, and we all came up with a plan that we thought would best suit me going forward, giving me the best opportunity to qualify for the Olympics next year in 2024, which is I'm doing 2 World Cups, the first one in Tongyang, South Korea, which I've never been to, and the second one in Miyazaki, Japan.
And what's the distance of these races?
So Tongyang is a sprint, and it looks like it has a bit of a hill. The run definitely has a hill in it. And then Miyazaki is an Olympic distance. So I'll do sprint distance, Olympic distance, back to back.
And then, what's training been like for you the past couple of weeks? Just, we know that you took some time off after Pontevedra and you thought you had a little bit more of a window to kind of settle in, but how's your training and your focus been?
Yeah, I thought I had 5 weeks between Pontevedra and Pan Am Games, so I was like, okay, we're gonna take a little reset. I was just exhausted, so we took 3 days off, and then after that, just kind of a chill week of whatever I really wanted to do for training. And then we found out we're making this change, and so yeah, I've had, it also was hard because that's when I stopped breastfeeding, and so my hormones were going everywhere. And I actually felt like this week I looked at training and it was super hard, and I was like, I love it, I can't wait. And I just feel like I have more energy training this week, which has been really exciting. I don't know if it was the break or stopping breastfeeding or what it was, but I really needed that reset. May not be ideal in a training standpoint of how you are supposed to structure things leading into races, but for me, I think it really gave me a good refresh to finish out the season.
And you've done some other events. You did a cyclocross race a few weeks ago. How was that?
How was it, Patrick? You watched it.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a cyclocross, I think, works on a lot of things that I can improve in world triathlon racing. So it's a lot of on-offs, a lot of, U-turns, tight corners, trying to pass people when there's not a lot of room. And so, I'm doing another couple more cyclocross races. I've also done some gravel racing here in town. So yeah, it's a wonderful time of year here in Colorado with a bunch of bike races that are happening right now.
And then anything else that's been exciting or enjoyed your time at home, or what, I think maybe just reflecting back on your month-long trip, any thoughts on that?
I love being home. I actually, finished my swim today, and I was like, oh, I just love being here. It's really nice to be home and to have my people that I train with, and to have my family here, and just to kind of get in a rhythm of things. So, I'm super excited to be here, and as well, go off to race. I'm excited to go to South Korea and Japan. Those are, 2 places I'm excited to go.
All right. Well, how do we follow along?
Instagram, YouTube, subscribe. You guys can also let me know what kind of videos you want to see coming up. We're going to do some training videos this week, but Kenny right now is in Kona. So hopefully he'll be back soon and we can get you guys some more action stuff if you are more into that. See ya.